does look like Zero Suit against Joker, and again, Yoshi's story, if I'm not mistaken, I think
Shu
Nub
versus
played on this
Nub
in
the losers semifinals
of these regions as well. So we'll see if Joker is the correct pick here against Shu, who has Zero Suit. Oh, I thought that was going to be a flip kick.
Neither
but I guess not
one of them are
instead,
using Violet or Mario.
Range, as Nub lands a little bit of a combo of his own.
All right, Nub didn't get the greatest showing, I'm sure, that they were looking for, but an opportunity to really kind of bounce back on this loser side of things. Against Shu, though, who's proven again, I think, very capable of potentially being the toughest opponent matched up for Whiskey, depending on how things go, but we'll go ahead and settle that later. Got to get through Nub first and foremost, who right now has Arsene backing up this Joker, which we know can be quite formidable. A lot of big things can happen, so we'll see if Shu let's kind of pull back a little bit or still going to keep the fight and bring the pressure to him.
See, right now, 77-79 here. Up with the Arsene, gonna do a normal get up. Shu wasn't ready for it. I think Shu expected to roll in. That's why he placed that back here. Very even between these two. Arsene will dissipate as Shu has to find his way. Big zap and
stops
boost
him
kick.
in his
That'll
tracks
do it for the first stock.
All right, good stuff from Shu early, getting that stock. 93% he's sitting on, so nothing too bad. But actually able to get the grounded portion of it.
He was in the pitfall
at
seed.
The moment, kind of rolling the way of my man Shu. Okay, whiffs the grab, but luckily for him, Nub not in position to really capitalize.
Yeah, there's a lot more just aerials here. I'm noticing a lot more sort of spacing in this match in terms of like smartly placing aerials so that the opponent can't come in, as opposed to stuff that we've seen in the other matches. It felt like the other matches people were sort of drifting in, constantly going for attacks, but these guys are definitely playing a little bit more conservative, just trying to find their one opening so that they can keep running through.
I don't think anybody's really trying to give up any really kind of free stocks, free percent at the moment.
Goes.
I think that's, obviously the reason for all the conservative play. But how about Shu just continuing to be this aggressive? What a pickup coming out of that grounded state right into
Nub.
A boost kick to boost this advantage for Shu. My lord, this is rough territory right now, I must say, for Nub.
Yeah, Shu is playing with so much confidence. He's playing with fire. You saw that down air too. Shu is at like 170, 160, and down aired into Nub's shield. There's no reason to do that. You're losing your stock immediately, but he knew that Nub wasn't going to punish it. And because of that, I think Shu is just sort of playing so offbeat that Nub isn't ready for it. Nub trying to fire back with some stuff of his own, but he's already an entire stock behind. I don't know if Arsene's going to get you out of this.
It's kind of the question at the moment is like, will Arsene be enough to be the difference maker? Well, first you got to get yourself grounded and kind of set up to really get that offense going. There we go, coming through, able to find a hit, but what a trade. Good stuff to Shu, and not pulling the trigger too early to allow that counter to be effective, but maybe too low for that boost kick to really make that recovery that he needed. So Nub with an opportunity now, no Arsene, but still, at least he's got it on even footing as far as the stocks go.
I think Shu's going to have to close this out quickly because Nub obviously is going to be getting that Arsene over time. All the damage that he takes is only making Nub stronger. And as long as Nub stays alive, he has a definite shot of finishing out this game. If he could just maybe get to the ground, get that Arsene, and then land that crucial back air, I think he'll be okay.
But he was definitely looking to finish it in an aerial type fashion a minute ago, but just about halfway there for Nub on the Arsene watch. And this is again, Coney, where you pointed out so crucial for Shu to just kind of finish this off sooner rather than later, just knowing what's lurking in the wing. Get up attack to beat out the down smash. So that is going to be tremendous, actually.
Yeah, this is a very tense situation because right now Arsene just one hit from appearing and Shu is clearly struggling. There's Arsene. Will Shu find his way around this? All it takes is one hit. There's the back air. He's able to survive, but he's got to make it back.
The clutch DI, and just the additional hit because no jump present to give Shu an opportunity to bring that thing back. Credits to Nub, basically outlasted Shu, right? Like understood that time is ticking for Arsene to make its reemergence and really help solidify this victory. He made it to that point and did not disappoint. It's all about what you do with Arsene when he appears, and for Nub, it was bringing it back.
And I think that's what we sort of saw coming. We even said it. We were like, I think this might be what happens. And then that's exactly what happened. I mean, you saw Shu, who was so close, looking so strong. Nub was at like 120, 130, but all he needed was that Arsene to come out and then something to happen. It didn't quite go the way that we thought. The back air did not KO, but Nub was able to get that offstage hit that just barely knocked Shu far enough away. So I think the 0-suit stays for this next one. I think it was fine. I don't think there was an issue for it. We'll have to see. Yep, 0-suit once again. I think that Nub definitely knows
not
his
even changing their characters.
We'll see how they adapt to each other on this next game here at Town and City.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. What just a tremendous comeback from Nub. Just really just kind of playing to his character strengths and just outlasting Shu in the first game. For this one, though, I gotta imagine Shu just kind of like already off the bat. So it's like, okay, gonna be maybe an offensive flurry coming right in the face of Nub just to maybe try and make sure there's not a repeat of what we saw in that first game. But understand with all that offense does come the double-edged sword of the potential for Arsene. Go ahead and make that quick appearance, and there he is right on cue.
See if Shu can navigate around this. There's that back here. Not at any risk of KOing this early, but definitely puts on a formidable amount of percent. Shu trying to SDI out, I think, and he almost ran off the stage because he didn't realize exactly how close he was to it. 74 to 60, gets that forward throw. What's the tech option? Just normal. Get up into a forward smash. Shu just barely misspacing that, or maybe mistiming the down smash. He's going to pay dearly for it.
That he is, and that is actually a tremendously big deal. Okay, trying to make the call where he's going.
Tosser to the sky.
Oh, no. Okay, we just out here just straight shooting shots at the moment. It's actually a really good position for Nub to be in, all things considered, especially when you think how this thing started. Shu, 131, has got to be super careful not to let any of these straight hits kind of connect, because that could result in the stock loss, Arsene or not.
Yeah, that would be the worst case scenario, right? Is if Shu somehow loses the stock to like an up smash or like a back air or something like
Joker
that.
Got knocked out.
Comes out later, but it doesn't matter. Shu gonna land that whip, try to give himself the
and
game.
payback
But
for
jumping
Shu
right over the paralyzer, gonna get a back air of his own, and we're down to a 2-stock game.
Right. About as close as you would expect at the moment. No one really gaining any kind of big, tremendous ground. Honestly, pretty well reserved on both sides of things. Like, these openings that are being presented are definitely not any that are kind of like just being ran through. Like these are just kind of, okay, I'm telegraphing, I'm anticipating when you're going to make a mistake, and that's when I'm trying to capitalize. In the case of Nub, Arsene, let's see what he can do with it. Some big damage needs to kind of follow up. You've got to make this count, but to Shu's credit, using those acrobatics of ZSFs to, for the most part, avoid a lot of this onslaught.
Yeah, extremely evasive, getting caught there out of that flip kick. Has to air dodge him because he's not going to get it back. He's barely able to make it back to the stage. But that's a really good point that you made, is that I feel like so many other sets that we've seen today have been almost like runaway trains. One guy just sort of demolishes his opponent.
Fall.
This match and this set has been very sort of even-keeled on both sides. Right now, they're almost at dead even percents, and we've seen moments for both players to shine. Is Nub going to land that downer and catches the flip kick? There's no flip kick available. We'll see what the punish is. There's nothing put out by Nub there against Shu.
All right, Shu getting back to the stage safely. And a little bit fortunate, honestly, when you think about it. Oh, what a commitment from Shu.
Who's going to win this?
Play he needed to. Yes, absolutely. Got to take those opportunities to strike. Can't be reserved all the time, and that is tremendous for Shu. Let's see if he can really just kind of push this lead even further. Looking to do it. Nub, though, catching him, honestly, on a lot of these returns, even though he's using those platforms to kind of be evasive, and Nub still running them down.
Because pull out the down gun's not going to happen. Nub going to use that superior recovery to sort of try to force something. Right now, Shu, yeah, he goes for the down air. I was wondering if he was setting up for that, because he rolled in. He did everything to sort of try to get it all the way to the very edge, but it's not going to happen. 143 now. He's got to find a way to evade this Arsene. He's about a third of the way done, and he jumps right into the back air. You got to be careful.
Big, meaty trade for sure, and that is really tremendous right here for Nub, who's looking to wrap this thing up with a
Let's see who's going to win.
A few embers left on this Arsene, but definitely going to fade out, so it's going to be all up to Joker himself, and use that combo game, try and rack up some of this percent and make up the difference. Oh my goodness, the shoot with the evasion, the combinations, the strings, and the pressure, all of it mounting. Gets
my God.
Boost kick might just do it, and it will.
So the match is tied.
Confirmed Shu with the solid strike back.
And you know what's crazy is we were just talking about how Neither of these players is going a little bit too far forward. Nobody's trying to make any mistakes. Nobody's forcing themselves into a situation. But right there, I think what you saw was that Nub maybe a little impatient. He was on the ledge. He was just sitting there. All he had to do was wait a second. He saw the paralyzer charging, but Shu just letting it rip, catching Nub out of that jump, and then going for the boost kick. Maybe there it was time to sort of ease up a little bit. I feel like these guys have been playing pretty conservatively the whole set, but they're a bit of an error on Nub's part, I think.
Yeah, very, almost uncharacteristic to an extent as well, too. So, but that's going to prompt us for this third game. Really,
all right, a tiebreaker.
Even competitors here in our
time for a tiebreaker.
So nothing wrong with seeing a little game 3. Going to stick to the script with the ZSS versus Joker, and we are headed to a little bit of that town and city. Love to see it. Neither one of these guys, obviously, looking at the last match, nobody unfamiliar with anything coming to this extent. But my goodness, man. Again, I really do feel like just based off what we saw, I think Shu might be the best matchup potentially to go up against Robin. But you know what? It's in these losers bracket. It's in these times where like your tournament life is truly on the line that we just see so many players just excel. And I feel like Nub is definitely rising to the challenge right now and has a good opportunity to keep on advancing and go against Gio.
But it takes more candy.
About it before. Some players just have that X factor, have that sort of a go hard moment, where they just start going crazy in the bracket. And we saw Gio's actually earlier on when he just
must be out of Hershey's in my bag
on the side, but unfortunately it was not enough. And we see Nub with that back throw, trying to find a way. Nope, not gonna land anything. Shu gonna make it back to the stage, and Nub now with Arsene out. Shu has to be extremely careful.
Okay, Shu trying to make another deep play off the stage, but this time just gonna his rebuttal. It's gonna 92? Be the boost kick, and that take it at 92 with Arsene on. Like, wow, okay. Maybe not expecting it was Nub, but certainly Shu delivering it with the authority. And now look at this. He is really just kind of picking up steam. A lot of damage being thrown on there, making it 41%. And Shu just continuing just to apply it and not really forcing anything too after those 2 up airs. I like the fact you didn't try and pull the trigger, get kind of cheap or anything like that. Let me just be efficient. Let me just be very stoic in my approach as well.
See the up throw again, another evade by Shu, who's using that flip kick. The great effect has been caught for it in the past, but not this time. Shu already at 171. He's trying to, a little tricky with that flip kick. Oh, wow, and extra tricky with that back air, the double back air off stage. Nub at
looks like he was going to go to the losers finals.
Shu may have just punched his ticket into losers finals. All he needs is one more stock.
I was going to say that might be all she wrote, Coney. That was the play, perhaps, of the set. And the difference is written all over. Just goes for the boost. At this point, it's all about just damage, right?
No. Okay.
I was thinking, right? Like, why not?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought he would go for it. I mean, you're already up 2 stocks. Who cares? But Shu going to play a little bit safer. Not going to go crazy. Just going to ride this one all the way home. Arsene is gone. The meter's empty. Shu has every chip on the board to advance on. Nub needs a miracle here.
Yeah, pretty much. And I don't know if it's going to come Sunday or not. It is definitely it's a tall ask at the moment when you're facing a deficit like this. So I think for Nub, it's all about like, just fight through as best I can. For Shu, it's like I'm taking my time. I still understand victory is right there, but this is his match to lose. So there's really no reason for him to kind of force anything when it's seemingly just kind of being handed to you at the moment.
122 here. There's the flip kick, and nope, it's not going to happen. You need a lot of time to mash out of that one, as Shu will advance over Nub 2-1 to make their way into losers finals. Nub showing us some stuff.
All right,
definitely
I'm going
making
to end this video and head to the next one.
But unfortunately,